Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever review on my YouTube channel. Today we are reviewing Lionel's Conrail SD40, which is painted in the Savings Bonds paint scheme. But before we jump into the review of this beautiful model, I'd like to give some history on the actual locomotive. Conrail 6300 was first built as Pennsylvania Railroad 6047. Then after the Pennsylvania Railroad combined with the New York Central and made Penn Central, it decided to keep the same road number in 6047. Once Conrail took over Penn Central, it was then renumbered the 6300. In its early life with Conrail, it kept the Penn Central black paint scheme. Then in the early 1980s, it was painted into this Savings Bonds paint scheme. And it was painted in this paint scheme to support the war effort at the time. Here I'm going to pop in a picture of the actual locomotive. And in the early 1990s, Conrail decided to rebuild a number of SD40s and the SD40-2s. In doing so, the 6300 got stripped of the Savings Bonds paint scheme and into its standard Conrail blue. But once Norfolk Southern took over Conrail, they renumbered it to 3437. And it kept its Conrail paint scheme all the way up to 2011 when they finally repainted it into the Norfolk Southern's thoroughbred scheme. And now we're on to Lionel's model of this locomotive. The item number for it is 6-82284. The original MSRP for this locomotive was set at $649.99. The engine was first introduced in the 2015 Lionel Signature Catalog, and this locomotive was a built-to-order offering. Now for some features of this engine, it comes with Lionel Legacy system on board with Odyssey 2-speed control, dual motors, and other standard features. One awesome feature that I like the best about it comes with Lionel's kinematic pilot. And what I mean by that, the kinematic pilot makes the front and rear pilots fixed when uncoupled going through curves. And that's meaning it stays with the locomotive and does not move with the truck through the curve, which makes it a more scale look. And my favorite thing about this locomotive is the paint scheme, because Lionel's done a couple different paint schemes of Conrail SD40s, but they only did this buy and hold U.S. Savings Bonds paint scheme once.